Beauty gives you social power. Social power refers to the ability of an individual or a group to influence or control the thoughts, behaviors, and decisions of others in a social context. You know how people say that you bat your eyelashes at a guy and you get what you want? That is a form of social power. You know how people say, she smiled at me and I became weak in the knees, or she has an irresistible smile? That's a form of social power. Beauty is a form of social power. When you are beautiful, you naturally have more eyes on you and you naturally attract attention. Some women know how to use this type of attention to get the things that they want, whether it is dating options like Lori Harvey, whether it is political options and professional options like Kamala Harris, whether it is music industry options such as Rihanna or Beyonce. There are many different ways you can use your social power. And this is what a lot of people are jealous of when they talk about others having pretty privilege and they don't have pretty privilege. What they're really saying is, I am powerless when a pretty girl walks into the room. I feel socially powerless in comparison to this other girl. When people use the term pretty privilege, what they are really talking about is the positive bias that people may have towards you. So for example, let's say you have a bunch of nerdy hobbies, but you're really pretty. That makes you more interesting versus if you look repulsive and you have a bunch of nerdy hobbies. That makes you a femcel. There are a lot of articles that talk about how attractive people tend to have a higher likelihood of getting hired or promoted or offered opportunities in fields where physical appearance is considered an asset, such as the modeling industry, the entertainment industry, or maybe even things like being a receptionist or being a restaurant hostess or working in sales. We also know that people who are pretty, they receive more attention, they receive more confidence and more validation. They get more social invitations, and this leads to an expanded social network. So this is why I tell you guys, you should actually use your social power and use it to expand your social network. Use it to learn how to talk to people and learn how to make friends. Having good friends is an asset. A friend can help you to get a job. A friend can help you in a time of need. And I'm not talking about friends with benefits. I'm talking about just simple girlfriends that you can hang out with and like go to a bar with and things like that. That is very valuable. Another benefit of pretty privilege and social power is it actually can enhance your confidence if you know how to go about it the right way. The positive feedback that you receive due to your physical attractiveness, that can help boost your self-esteem and your confidence, which can in return lead to further success in other areas of life. So for example, let's say I go into a workout class and I'm not very good at doing Zumba, but I'm wearing a super cute Zumba outfit, and then the Zumba instructor compliments my outfit. That could potentially make me feel more comfortable and more welcome in that dance class, and it can cause me to want to keep coming back to that dance class. So it's almost as if the social power and the attention that you gain from pretty privilege works as a domino effect, and that confidence can kind of spill over into other areas. But I would say the negative thing about this is that people know that. People know that when you receive a lot of validation, you are likely to be more confident. And so this is why we see a lot of people who are considered less attractive trying to gang up on the pretty girl or bully the cheerleader, or they come against the homecoming queen. Or maybe when you're in college, there are girls who are like in a clique and they want to leave you out of the clique. That's because they are assuming that the validation you received from your pretty privilege has caused you to become conceited or arrogant, and so they don't want to validate you even further. So this is why I say that pretty privilege and social power, it only works with non-jealous women or men who want you. With everyone else, it doesn't work. If the person hates you already, or if the person's jealous of you, or if the person views you as a threat, your pretty privilege will actually hinder you more than help you. And this is why I say that when it comes to things like the workplace where people are getting paid, so there's money involved, this is why a lot of women in the workplace are very cutthroat towards that pretty young up-and-coming accountant, or they feel threatened when you start speaking up in meetings. This is because they feel like your pretty privilege and the social power that you gain from it can contribute to your financial success above theirs. A lot of people want you to be successful, they just don't want you to be more successful than them. Another form of social power is when it comes to sexual options or dating options. Attractive people may find it easier to attract like a potential lead when it comes to romance. It's important to realize though that pretty privilege is subjective. Every culture, every geographical location, and every country has its own independent standard of beauty. And I will even go as far as to say that every single person has their own individual standard of beauty. But with this social power that you're going to have from pretty privilege, you have to learn how to use it in a positive way. With power comes great responsibility. No, but it's really important to make sure that you set clear values and principles. You want to make sure that you're always upholding your own personal standard, whatever that is. So if your standard is, hey, I'm not going to date Dusties, then don't date Dusties. If your standard is, hey, I don't want to live in the hood, I want to live in a luxury apartment, or I want to live in the better part of town, then use your social power to manifest the type of life for yourself that you want to have. Also, I think it's important to be an empathetic person who helps others. Like for me, when I see another little pretty privileged girl who's maybe younger than me, maybe she's like a teenager or something, I naturally want to help her because I automatically assume that she is being attacked by fake friends or people who are jealous of her, or in some cases, even friends and family members. And so I naturally want to help others who have a similar experience to me. And I feel like I have a lot more empathy for women who live these quote unquote pretty privileged lives because I personally know what it's like to have people judging you or coming against you or like kind of assuming that you're going to steal their boyfriend or their job or thinking that you're going to replace them. A lot of people have this fear of replacement. And I feel like the social power that you gain from pretty privilege, that definitely contributes to it. What do you guys think? Have you ever experienced the social power that comes from pretty privilege? Have you ever gone into a new social situation and all the guys start freaking out, everybody starts talking about you, rumors are swirling about you, you basically become almost like a miniature celebrity? Have you ever had that happen? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.